Good evening, everybody. We have three boards left to go in the Telcher trials today. Uh, we'll show you the scores in just 1 second, and we'll watch these last three boards. Remember, the broadcast is an hour behind, so we know the results already. So we've had a 1 club from south, followed by a 1 spade from north, followed by a 2-note trump, showing 18 or 19 points, followed by 3-note trump, which would deny 5 spades or 4 hearts, or 5 spades and 4 hearts. So heart lead won't give anything away. The diamond lead will set up your tricks. And diamond lead gives them 3 diamond tricks, and they have to get in on the king of spades. So it's going to be about whether they finesse in clubs or not. So they've got 3 hearts, and a diamond is 4, and 2 clubs is 6. So if they can set up 3 spades, they're okay. So they don't need the club finesse. So they'll probably duck twice, win the third one. Maybe play a heart to the king and lead a spade up. That might be the best line. It's always interesting to see the thought we have when the good players are playing. It's always very interesting to see. Good evening, Eamon.
How are you, Tomas?
Very good, very good.
Am I all good? Or?
We're all here, yeah. I'm just going to turn on the video now, yeah. And we'll put, if you turn on your video, we'll put you in place. I was on my own, so I kept the video off.
I need to turn on my video, do I?
If you want, yeah.
Find it.
Okay, so if you don't want to have it on, there's no problem. We can leave it off.
I do. I have to find it.
So he's done exactly as we said he would. He's going to lead up to the spade rather than finessing. This makes a difference because if there was a doubleton king of spades and you finessed, you wouldn't actually have 3 spade tricks. I think he's going to come to a club now and lead up to the spade, and now he's not going to finesse the club. He can untangle his tricks. So ducking of the diamonds made a bit of a difference. There you go, Eamon. You're back with us. So we're just showing the last couple of boards, Eamon. I know that they're finished at the other boards, and we haven't shown them any scores yet. So we're going to show them the scores after they play the last 2 boards.
Okay.
You might tell me what the other table did on board 57, BJ's table, if you wouldn't mind.
I will now, shortly.
Because I don't want to flick through the scores and give any of the game away. So nicely played by Endeglin. Very well done, winning the diamond, coming to the spade and leading up. That gives him every chance of bringing home the club's spades when they're 4-2. And if the spade is on his right-hand side, he'll be able to fall back on the club finesse if the spades don't come home. So very nicely played.
That is at the quadricle brain one, so over here to round scores.
You wouldn't just turn down your volume a little bit on your microphone, Eamon, just a touch.
Well, 3-note trump +1 on 57.
Yeah, so they got an extra trick. Did they lead a diamond?
10 of diamonds lead, yeah.
That's very interesting that they got the extra trick. So we have a bad break on this one, Eamon. They're going to know it's a bad break because of the overcall. So one club, one heart by the West hand. If North passes, that should be a trap pass looking to penalise them. West might get out of this by bidding a spade. And now that they might end up making a... Can they make game on this hand, Eamon? They lose one spade. They've got 6 spade tricks.
3 diamonds is 4. We'll make game from east-west.
Yeah. In spades. I don't think it's possible, is it? You can't make a 10th trick. So one heart, they're left there. Now we have a look at this, and one heart might seem like an absolute terrible bid, but North-South have an awful lot of points. The club finesse is right, so they've got 3 diamond tricks, and 3 clubs is 6, a spade is 7, and 3 hearts is 9. Now they might end up in 4 hearts the other way, but 4 hearts the other way I think is going to make. So one heart can afford to go an awful lot down on this hand.
Yeah, it's 100, so
it is, but the ace of clubs gives a trick. You're not getting many tricks. I think you're just getting a spade, maybe 2 hearts is 3, and a club is 4. I think you're going to go 3 or 4 down at least. Do you know what the other table was in, Eamon?
And they're just arriving in 4 hearts doubles at the moment.
By North-South.
By North-South, yeah.
Yeah, so very interesting. I think we'll go over, Eamon, and have a look at that.
As you wish.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we said, West's one heart bid might not be whatever everybody's cup of tea, but opposite a past partner by East, it's to try to create a little bit of a problem. When West doesn't bid, now North-South have got to the contract, and the double, even if they get a diamond lead, it's not helping them. So a diamond lead is not going to create a problem for them. So I think they can only lose 2 hearts and 1 spade with the club finesse being on side. So this should be 4 hearts doubled, making bar a disaster for Ranald. East doesn't have an entry. So it's amazing what can happen, Eamon, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not done yet. We'll see.
Oh, it's never over. We know.
Oh no, I don't mean the match. I mean the hand here.
No. I know that. I mean, the hand is never over. Even though for us it looks as if 4 hearts is easy and there's no problem. When you're sitting at the table, only looking at the 26 cards and being doubled, it changes very much the psychologically of the psychological situation. So I wonder, is BJ thinking of giving this a rewind?
I wonder.
Well, it is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he was thinking about something, or else he was gone making a cup of tea, or I don't know.
Well, we don't have the cameras on, so we can never tell. So Jack of Diamonds lead, looking for an unusual lead, probably. So that's going to give a trump trick. That's a trump trick that they've got, but I don't see any more tricks coming home. Now, unless he roughs and he switches to a high club, pretending he doesn't have a good club. He might go ace, thinking the hearts are breaking 4-1. And now he might go down. He can't pick up the heart yet. But that's the only way he can go down, is if a club is switched and North panics and flies in with the ace.
Well, Ronald doesn't really panic.
No, Ronald, they're all excellent players. Oh, look, I called it. 9 of clubs. I don't think Ronald is going to panic, though.
No, sure. The 1-0 Trump bid would have told him a good bit about the distribution. So
Yeah, and that shows he's the other suits, but he doesn't have an awful lot of points. So he's going to give this a good considerable amount of thought, I would have imagined, before he flies in or decides what to do. The 1-0 Trump has created a bit of a problem. I mean, oh, very good. Excellently done. Excellently done. No, I don't think he's going to finesse this. Yeah, too deep. Too deep. Well, you see, he's no problem. He can afford to lose one trump trick. He doesn't even need the club finesse now.
But he already got it.
But he doesn't need it. He can finesse. He can finesse in diamonds.
Yeah.
So we saw what happened at the other table, didn't we? He played in 1 heart.
Yeah.
And are they finished over there? They are, aren't they? So we'll have a look and see how 1 heart went for them. Only -3.
Yeah.
So we can see that 4 hearts doubled making vulnerable is 790, is it, Eamon?
Yeah, 790.
And 300 means 490. That's 10 imps to the north-south at this table. So we can see that bidding opposite a passed hand is often very different. Even though West didn't have a good quality suit for what most people would determine an overcall, he still put in a bid because it took away space. And when North passed, that was a trap pass looking for a penalty. And South didn't think there was a penalty because he had 3 hearts.
Yeah, agreed.
But should South be bidding, though, Ed? Even with 3 hearts? I mean, what is this?
Well, I remember one time you bid.
And did it work?
Yeah, Patsy Meehan went 4 or 5 down doubles. And you had 4 hearts, but you still bid.
Well, I mean, you have to do something, I think. I mean, when the bidding goes 1 club, 1 heart, pass. I mean, I don't know. But I'm very reluctant to pass 1 heart. Very reluctant.
I just remember it was a pass out, one of those doubles left in, and you normally a person passes when they have the trumps because they think if their partner was short, they would have doubled. Yeah,
but you didn't double and there wasn't a raise. So something that it was not that something had to be going on.
I did double, but I didn't expect you to be passing with 4 trumps.
Yeah, but you doubled in the pass out seat, didn't you?
Oh, I don't remember.
Sorry, they overcalled and you doubled effectively, reopened effectively.
Yeah.
And how many trumps did you have?
I think I had 4.
Yeah,
I had 4.
And
we had 4 each.
Yeah, the trumps were 4 void, 5-4, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you took an action in the 4th seat because you knew you have to take an action by a past partner. You can't let them steal away the contract. 4 hearts is on that hand, and East-West got away with giving up 300.
Yeah, well, could have been 800.
It wouldn't. I think it would have been rescued.
All right, there's somewhere else to go, have they?
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got a 9-card spade fit.
Spades, yeah.
Okay, so we're on the penultimate board of the Telcher trials, and we'll go through the results just before we finish. But so far, we have North, who generally, I think, play a weak note trump, opening 1 heart. I would imagine South will bid either 1 note trump or 2 diamonds. Might be a little bit.
system.
Well, it might be a little bit thin for 2 diamonds. 4 and 3 is 7. No, 9 and a 5 card suit is good.
Well, he's not too bad because he's a passed hand, you see.
Yeah, even if he isn't the passed hand, 9 and a 5 card suit is often enough.
Yeah.
Because if your partner's a balanced hand, they'll have a strong no trump. So you have to think, what would South do if their partner opened a 15 to 17 no trump? Well, I think they'd be bidding 3 no trump with that, would they not?
Oh yeah, they can, yeah.
I think they would. So we've 2 no trump, which is a wide ranging bid. I think it's 15 to 18, is it? Yeah, spot on. Nicely alerted as well. And 3 no trump, nice and easy. So they have 3 spades to lose, but not 4. So they have plenty of tricks. 4 hearts and 5 diamonds is 9, and a club is 10. The 10 tricks on top, and the opponents can't take any more than 3 spades off the bat.
They won't be looking for any more. They'll be taking their 10 and getting out of there.
I'd imagine he'd be winning and running for the hills. There's little point in doing anything else, considering they may be, if you duck a club, they might be able to take 4 clubs off you, 5 spades off. The declarer doesn't know that the king 10 of spades is in one hand. So as Eamon says, he's going to win and run for the hills. It should be a quick claim. So this board isn't going to take long, and we'll move over to the other table. I think they're near finished as well. So they're coming on to board number 60 of the tournament. Just today, there was preliminaries yesterday where there were 3 teams whittled down to 2 whittled down to 1, who will be the representatives of the Telcher Trophy. I muted you, Eamon, and apologies. There you go, Chief.
Sorry about that.
You're all right. Your microphone's very sensitive, so any door closing or opening, you can hear it, you know. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. So I was just saying 60 boards today, Eamon. How many boards did they play yesterday? Wasn't it
48
each, yeah. So 108 boards. And that's roughly what they play in the event, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less over the weekend. So it's been very interesting. The favourites we can say now, the favourites, the team who are the Telcher holders, have won the trials, and that's Micheál O'Brien, Padraig O'Brien, Terry Walsh, Peter Goodman, Ranald Millen, and BJ O'Brien. So I'm sure we'd like to wish them all the best in the Telcher Trophy coming up. And as this board has just been bid, we may as well just have a quick scan of the results, Eamon.
If he's up to date.
Well, he'll be fairly close, is he not?
Last time I looked, he'd slowed down.
Well, it went very quick early on, hadn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think he meant it, maybe.
Oh, well, sure. What can you do? So we can't.
31-13 seems to be stuck there for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, we have the scores here.
Yeah.
So I mean, on the real bridge, it's 90 imps to 168. So with one board to go, that's not going to be changed, and that's a considerable margin over 60 boards. Like it's an imp a board over an imp a board, isn't it?
78 imps
over 60 boards.
Imps.
Yeah. So it's a good victory. And there were some I was looking earlier on, and there were some very interesting hands. Now we showed them the one we saw earlier on. This one here, 6 no trump or 6 hearts. And if you don't get off to the right lead or the right place, some people might think, how could you possibly make 6 no trump? But again, it's very hard to defend. And if you want to have a look at it and go through it, all these results will be available on Fergal O'Boyle's website. or on the CBAI. There'll be a link as well with all the news of the results as they're going on.
Yeah,
And
this
you can,
board 50 is well worth a little look for anybody interested in squeezes.
yeah, and how to break
Yeah,
them up more to the point. So even though we didn't get off to the best lead of a diamond, that the contract wasn't beaten at this point. So the declarer continues with a diamond, and now North is in, and they have to decide what to do. And it's absolutely very interesting. I mean, by North playing a spade, what they're actually doing is the Vienna coup,
right?
Unblocking the ace of spades, making the king a winner for South, and then they get squeezed out of it.
Yeah.
So at this point, if North plays a club, the squeeze gets broken up. If North plays a heart, the squeeze gets broken up. But if North plays a spade, we keep an eye on the South hand. He cashed the diamond, no problem with the discard. Now on the run of the hearts, the first three, easy peasy, you have to follow suit. The fourth one, you've no problem. The fifth one, you've no problem. And now when they play the seven of hearts, South gets squeezed. And for a squeeze to be operational, several things need to happen. This is an automatic squeeze, by the way. It will work on either hand, no matter which person has it. But provided the person with the king of spades has the long clubs, this squeeze will work. Because once they play the heart, they're stuck. They're stuck. If they throw the king of spades, the queen and the 10 of spades becomes a winner. So they can't obviously do that. And they have no choice but just to hope that their partner has three clubs to the jack. And they're caught. So, I mean, and Gate Keaveney is one of only, I think, 3 double grandmasters. Would that be correct?
Yeah, I suppose.
Tom Hanlon,
Moss Hanlon.
Tom Hanlon, Gate
Oh, no,
Keaveney.
Tom Hanlon's. Jesus, Annie Hanlon give out to me bad for that.
Well, he calls himself Tom, so
he does.
He does. So Tom Hanlon and Gate Keaveney, and I think Adam Mesber. I think would that be correct? Or maybe
is BJ
or maybe even BJ is a double grandmaster as well.
He must be.
We might be doing him a disservice.
He goes to every dogfight.
Well, he's been there for a great while. So that was a lovely little hand. And just for everybody else, before we finish off, I'd like to, as always, thank you, Eamon, for turning up and being here for the yesterday and today. It's always a bit of fun, and it's nice to do it with somebody rather than on my own. So I'd like to thank you.
Well, it's very hard to do it on your own. Well, you probably be all right.
Well, I can talk till and not stop talking. I'll just keep going. Like the ever-ready battery, you know. And with that, I suppose we better call it a day. And we just show them the results aren't up yet, final, but the results on Real Bridge are likely to be the absolute results. So it's a good win by Team BJ. Ranald Millen, Terry Walsh, Peter Goodman, Padraig and Micheál O'Brien, and the legend that is BJ O'Brien. So we'd like to wish them the best of luck at the Telcher trials. And Eamon, we'll see you soon.
Yeah. What are we doing next? Camrose weekend 2, maybe.
Camrose in March. Fingers crossed, Eamon. We might be able to. We might even try and get something live at that stage as well. So fingers crossed we can do that.
All right.
Just 1 second.